Hey folks, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with another edition of Strategy and Stuff for a Tuesday, Ruby Tuesday, June 22nd. Hopefully you're having yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are watching on a mobile device. Also, don't forget, starting July 1st, I'm going to have 30 tips in 30 days. I'm going to give you my top tips each and every day in the month of July, so this way it'll lead right into August, college football, NFL, CFL, and we'll kill those summertime blues with some good sports betting tips. One tip a day starting July 1st. Speaking of tips, let's talk a little strategy here. Now we started this new segment here on the Raymond Report. It's called Strategy and Stuff. In fact, don't miss Friday. I think Fridays will be the Stuff edition, and I'm going to break down my top 5 all-time songs of Van Halen. You don't want to miss that. A little history behind Van Halen as well, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and that's why we call it Strategy and Stuff. All right, let's take a look at today's strategy, and I'm going to go to the what do you call it? We'll get there. The totals, yes. So we all know that Major League Baseball came out last week and had some new guidelines. Hey, some new guidelines for baseball pitchers on they can't use any substance to make the ball sticky and all that, and that came out on June 15th. So I was very interested when I started doing my podcast this morning, and I noticed that some of the totals were really high. In fact, when I went to the SBI, let's go to the SBI, which stands for Sports Betting Index, and you can get this here at atsstats.com, and I noticed we were very bullish the last 7 days to the over in Major League Baseball, and I said, I wonder what happened with the baseball or in baseball the last 7 days. Oh yeah, the Major League Baseball came out with that pitcher's guidance new rule, right? So they can't use any of the anything that assists them to grit the ball. And hey, licking your fingers and the rosin bag and all that is there is some help to it, but when you use not illegal, some other substance that makes it sticky, I get it. If you ever thrown a football and you have some of that, remember that Fred Biletnikoff used stickum, it's a little bit of stickum right there. It really gives you help with the grip. And as they say, but the new buzzword now in baseball is the spin, right? I just laugh when I hear that the spin ratio or the spin numbers. It's just, hey, I don't know, just throw strikes. That's all I care about. Just throw strikes and don't walk anybody if my money's on your ticket, right? But let's take a look at the last 7 days here in Major League Baseball. 64.3% of the games have gone over the total. I found that pretty interesting the last 7 days because that's when about Tyler Glasnow got injured, right? And some of the other pitchers, Trevor Bauer's been very vocal about this. But it's just funny from a betting perspective and using this as a strategy. Now, the only thing I'm a little concerned about is that the cat's out of the bag type thing, right? Now we're talking about it, and now that we've dug into the numbers, you can see that maybe our opportunity to bet the over has maybe passed. And when I look at so what I did is I went to my database and I said, all right, let's go look at the last 7 days in Major League Baseball, and let's see what the record is on the totals. And look at that, 116, 70, and 2. So the over 62.3% since June 15th. No, not January 15th, because that means we'd have to take spring ball in effect. But no, June 15th to June 21st. So yesterday's game, we had a total of here, let me see here, 680, 186, 188, 188 games, and 62% of those games went over the total. And when you look at that, and I went to the database and I said, okay, which number affects it the most? So I did all baseball games, home or away. The total from 4. The reason I'm doing 4 is because I noticed yesterday when DeGrom was pitching that 7th inning game, there was a 4.5. So I got first time I've ever seen a 4.5 in a baseball game. But 15 to 21, I said, all right, let's go get that. And 6 and 6 for the total. Now let's try when it's 7 to 7.5 to see what the totals record of the last 7 days. 14 and 14, pretty balanced up so far, right? How about 7.5 to 7.5? 12 and 8. All right, going up there a bit. Here's where I found that we started getting into the bigger numbers. 8 when the total is 8. Look at that, 18 and 6 to the over. So when the baseball total on a game is 8. So if I look at today's matches, I'm seeing the White Sox at 8. I'm seeing, let me see here, Oakland, Texas at 8. I'm also seeing Milwaukee, Arizona at 8. So those 3 games, keep an eye to see if those 3 games go over the total tonight. And that, again, is the Milwaukee, Arizona, Chicago White Sox against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the last one was the, I thought Houston, right? Did I say Houston? Oakland against Texas. So keep an eye out on those 3 games, and let's see if it goes over the total. All right, there you have it. That is another edition of Strategy and Stuff. And don't forget, starting July 1st, I'm going to have 1 tip a day for 30 days. And we're going to have some fun here on Friday. The strategy and stuff. The stuff will be the Van Halen's top 5 of all time. You don't want to miss that. Cheers.